Mine too. Boom.
Live.
We are live. Get my
There you go.
Welcome to the No Breaks Network, your home for education and entertainment, righteousness and ratchetness, where we are never content with just content. No breaks.
I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
What up, DMV? We getting money whole time, fucking bitches whole time, rapping DC whole time. We getting money whole time, fucking bitches whole time, rapping DC whole time. Whole time, whole time, whole time, whole time, whole time. Mayor back, whole time.
Kickback, guys. JB, what's the name of the
Nigga,
podcast?
it's a pod named Kickback. A pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
You say the whole thing. Welcome back to a pod named Kickback/Kickback Sports. I am your one of your hosts here. I'm No Breaks New, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Each and every week, we right back at it. I am the Black Savage, the Magneto of my people, aka Nuka Doncic. Yeah. I'm taking my talents to LA. Hang out with KD.
What the hell?
I like that Nuka Doncic. See, I like that. I gotta throw some new stuff out there every week. Jack, what up? Talk to him.
I'm if with that and next for the summer. It's right around the corner. Y'all gotta get active. What's up, Kate?
We're gonna have to get Jack a handheld mic. Cause I don't know what's going on with your sound. But Randy T, talk to him, man.
Hey, it's your man, the Randy T. Man Up Monday is where you will always find me. KD is in the building. Let's go.
Special guest tonight, part of the whole No Breaks Network family, co-host of Kickback Sports, along with J. Lou. We have the one and only live from LA. KD, what up?
What up? What up? What up? Hey, y'all.
Hey man, just dealing with all this news we didn't got the last couple of days. What up, Angel? I see she tuned in.
Angel, what up, sis?
This gonna be one of them ones. So tell everybody tell everybody. Tell a friend tune in. This one of them ones.
Lock in. Let's ride.
Let's get it. Now, what I do want to know before we get into the actual episode, I just want to see how everybody doing. What's been going on this week, so we can go ahead and get into our high-low.
Now, high-low. Who wants to go first?
I was gonna tell Jack to go first, but I don't see her anymore. So, Randy T, I'm gonna throw it to you. High-low of the week.
High-low of the week. Hey, I'm trying to keep everything positive. My low of the week was Friday. My truck put me down. The engine died on me on the way to a meeting, and hey, but he gave me 8 good years, right? I got more than my money out of it. It was great not having a car note and everything, you know what I'm saying? And things happen, you know what I mean? But my high was, and shout out to my big brother, you know what I mean, my friend, my brother. I'm the godfather of his kids, who just happened to have a nice vehicle sitting in the yard, and he was like, "Hey man, come get it till you figure out whatever your next move is gonna be." You know what I mean? Like, you good. And it wasn't like, a jalopy or a bucket sitting in the yard. You know what I mean? It was an H3. And, so he's like, do what you do.
Okay.
So the high, so my low turned out to be a high that You know, you gotta, and this is gonna get into. I'm gonna get into it later. We've been talking about finding your tribe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When you find your tribe and you have tribe members, when lows happen, they give you a high to bounce back.
that's a fact. You can't bounce back. You know what I'm saying? You're not here because you fell down. You're here because you got up.
Right.
You know, so I used to tell a girl all the time, I can't come back if I don't never leave. Let me go. I'll be back. I can't come back if I don't leave, baby. God damn. But let me see. KD, give us your high low. What was your high low of the week? I think we know what your high was already.
Yeah, Luka going to LA.
I don't have no lows.
That's great.
Yeah, I don't have no lows. Yeah, I try not to have lows because they only lows if you look at it as lows, you know. But they were all high moments in my life, and I'm good. No complaints. I'm healthy, and so is my family, and that's all that matters.
That's man. You're not gonna give us one of the highs?
You pausing a little bit. Say it one more time.
I said you're not gonna give us one of your highs, just one high of the week.
I know at least one high verse getting licensed.
Can you say it again?
I said a high. What was your high? Give us one high.
Oh, well, I guess it's the biggest high of my life, right? So far, I became a doctor, so I finished my degree. So
That's
now
right.
I am
That's
Dr.
right.
KD. Yeah,
Gotta give
long
it.
time coming.
Yes, man. We gotta give a big round of applause for that one.
Right. That's
Yeah, man. My high and low of the week. My high. Actually, I gotta write this down. I'm still doing my I have a jar that I write a note in every Sunday night, every week this year, and I'm gonna read it on New Year's. And that jar highlights something good that happened this week. So when I look back in my year, I can see all the good that happened. So it's not a mind game I'm playing with myself, but I just want to remind myself that it ain't all bad. You know what I'm saying? And I would say my high of the week is getting Jack back. That's my high. We got Jack back. Now we done lost KD. Oh, Lord.
yeah.
Lord have mercy. But now my high of the week would probably be I worked out this week. Jack got me on a little regimen. I've been getting up and getting to it, and that definitely made me feel a lot better just about everything. Because sometimes I get stuck behind this desk on the phone talking to these people, and I'm not doing nothing but getting fat. So the fact that I was working out this week got me some fresh air, went for a jog around the neighborhood, just felt good to just go move and do something. You know what I'm saying? And more people need to do that. The Uber Eats lady came here and was like, hey, I think I'm at your house. Is it a long driveway? Like, yeah. Do you want me to come up there? Yes. What you mean? What you think I'm gonna come down there to you? And then she didn't drive, she walked it. And I'm like watching her walk, like, why are you walking? And so she walked up, I said, why'd you walk? Because I can't drive. I mean, well, Dan, you got an interesting job. You got an interesting job. You can't walk, you can't drive, she's scared to drive to the driveway. But anyway, man, so that's my high a little bit. The highs I got on my ass. I'm gonna go like KD this week. No low for me. There's some areas of opportunity, but I'm already working on them. So we're not even no low. We're just gonna say it was
that's what's up.
And I know Jack low gonna be her damn
her internet.
Shit.
Oh my.
I don't understand.
There she go.
Yeah, she back. Did you give us your hello, Jack?
No.
Okay, well, I isolate on you before you get kicked off again. Jack, give us your hello.
What you got?
My high is getting on here, hearing shit she talking random. All good.
That was J. Lou.
Blame it on J. Lou.
No, but I'm loving the weather. That's my high. I don't have a low, but I'm just loving the weather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was definitely a high. That's definitely a reason for a high. Well, let's get it
Y'all
started, man.
wasn't good there. It's still cold as a mug up here.
Oh, nice. It's been nice. It's been this low 60s. It's gonna be mid 60s all this week. So
Well, let's
it's
see. I'll be in GA Thursday.
facts. We should have got
Okay.
Katie ass to come down here too, that we could have
Hey,
all did a show together. Yeah. Well, both of
I
y'all
could.
birthdays coming up too.
Oh yeah, I'm right behind. I think KD's you the ninth, KD?
The 12th.
The 12th. Oh well, I'm first. I'm the 10th. She the 12th.
Okay. Man, I will
Aquarius season. It's Aquarius season.
it
Let's
is
go.
Aquarius season.
Let's
It
go.
is
The
also
greatest. The greatest.
I don't know about calm
You
down.
heard what I said.
Ma'am, please.
Said what you said. No lies detected.
I said what I said.
Man, it's also Black History Month. And
Indeed.
even though they were trying to cancel it, then 45, 47 came back around and said, we have to celebrate the contributions of Black people. Shut the fuck up. So this is what I decided. When I thought they was going to cancel it, I wanted to do a Black fact every week. It ain't got to be 80 minutes long. I just want to say one thing real quick about Black History Month. It has been my goal and my passion to switch Black History Month. June used to be Black Music Month. And I was like, why don't we just make June Black History Month? Just give us a summer month. I gotta be the short month in February, stinky Aquarius month. Give us a good month, you know what I'm saying? A good summer month so we can have a barbecue or something
I
like
hate it.
that. And then the LGBTQ plus community stole June, so that's Pride Month. But my new suggestion is we make August Black History Month. And I'm going to sign a petition. This year we'll have 2 Black History Months. We'll do it in February because they said we couldn't, and then we'll do it in August because we want to. I feel like August, you're in school half of the month, most people, so you get some educational components out of it. It's not like it's a summer month totally. And then we also get to have a barbecue or vacation, do something tropical, do something that we would do as Black people if we move Black History Month to August. So I'm throwing it out there. I'm putting it out there. And be on the lookout on Facebook and everywhere you follow everybody because it's going to be Black Facts presented every day because we're going to celebrate no matter what they say. Fuck them. That's all I have to say about that. Now, Lord.
Alrighty.
We're going to get into Kickback Sports, man. Because the viral story of the week.
My left stroke just went viral.
And speaking of Kendrick Lamar, shout out to Kendrick. He won 3 Grammys tonight for Not Like Us so far. Grammys are on now. And Katie, you said Chris Brown won something too, right?
Chris Brown won for the 1111 Deluxe Album of the Year. So yes, he did. His second Grammy.
So congrats to Chris Brown. Congrats to Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. Congrats to all the Grammy winners. But what I want to talk about is that was going on in the music industry, but what's going on in sports, what's going on in the NBA. The viral story of the week came out last night, midnight our time, about 9 p.m. KD time, and had everybody like, what in the fuck? The Dallas Mavericks called up the Los Angeles Lakers and asked them, do you want Luka Doncic? They said, what do you want in return? They said, give us AD, a first-round pick, and some salary filler. And the Lakers was like, what? Hell yeah. You take this shit and you better take this and go. My initial reaction to the trade was like, why would anybody trade Nuka Doncic? Nuka Doncic. He's only 25. He's already one of the best players in the league. He's a top 3 player in my opinion. And to me, he's the only one that can break LeBron's records as far as points scored, the assists and the rebounds. He's on pace to do that, and he's only 25. AD is 31 going on 32. You don't typically trade old for young, and you don't typically trade adversely big for small. But so both teams did something a little unconventional. But what I like about the trade for the Lakers is it gives somebody for LeBron to pass the torch to for the next 10 13 years. It also gives LeBron what I think would be a complimentary player. They play very similar. However, since I've watched LeBron, he is a ball dominant player at times, but I've seen LeBron play with Kyrie, who's a ball dominant player. I've seen LeBron play with Russell Westbrook. I've seen LeBron play with ball dominant athletes.
Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. What usually happens is the third option is the one that usually suffers, whether it's Chris Bosh or Kevin Love. But typically the top two dogs, which would be LeBron and Nuka, I think they're going to be just fine, man. I think they'll be just fine. And I'm going to take a step back on my stance with the Mavericks before I pass this over to KD. I thought the Mavericks made a terrible decision. I don't think that necessarily anymore. I understand that they are trying to capitalize on the Kyrie window. That Kyrie window is about 3, maybe 4 years where you're getting prime Kyrie. And you should still be getting pretty prime AD at that same point. And they may make another move or two. And that's going to be it for Clay. Clay ain't going to be around by another 3, 4 years. So if they're going to maximize that 3, I would say they have a chance. They got to do something quick, though. If the Mavericks are going to do it, Jason Kidd and that team got to get a playbook together and get to it and try to do it the next year or two. I said on Kickback Sports the other night that there's no team in the West that can challenge OKC. So who can beat them in the East? Now there is a team that can challenge them this year, next year. KD. So as I throw this to you, I say the Lakers want to trade overall, but I do think Dallas has a window now. They made the finals last year, so they wasn't like a bum team. But I would never trade Luka for AD, ever. That's like trading KD.
Wow.
What? I ain't say nothing. Go ahead.
Get in there, KD.
Because I feel like you're wrong. Number two is both of us can't really say who really won the trade. So I'll say that because we don't know until it's on paper. And we still have 4 more days before the trade deadline. LeBron fuck around and go to the Warriors or something. You don't even know. So the only upside, because the Lakers is my team as a Kobe Bryant fan for over 20 something years, but because they made bad trades with LeBron, AD, trading the whole fucking team away, bringing Bronny, I've been kind of like on the half with them. So it does make sense. The one thing that wins is LeBron can teach Luka a little bit more how to be a little better off the court, thinking wise. Because right now he's just Zion with a little bit more skill. They both fat, and that's why he's
Yeah.
gone. It's a problem. It's a problem if you trade your franchise player at midnight, bruh. It's a fucking problem. So at the end of the day, AD, we do know AD is hurt, but the last 2 years it's been a little less. And when he's on the floor, he is the best player on the floor, unless Kawhi Leonard is on the floor with him and healthy and KD and probably Steph Curry. So we don't really know who won the trade yet. I feel like there's more coming. The Lakers still have their number 1 pick. But at the end of the day, I would gladly take AD. I think Luka is still great, but you went to a finals last year and they backdoored you. You didn't even know it was coming. It seemed like LeBron didn't even know it was coming.
Yeah.
So you telling me that's not a good trade? I feel like the pieces are there for AD. You got the front, you got the back, he got the 4, you got 2 5s, you got shot makers, you got people that have championships in their blood. Klay Thompson is one of them. I don't care if he's inconsistent, he is still the Klay Thompson, and that's just it. And you got role players like you say Dinwiddie trash, whatever, but he can still have a 15-point game some night.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
You still got Lively. He young. He's still getting up there. You got Gafford. I know you don't like him from the Wizards, but look, sometimes it just takes a new team and a new coach. And for Luka, I think maybe a new trainer being under LeBron, he will be better. So I'm happy for that as a Laker fan because he's only 25. I hope LeBron and his son go though, because you guys know I'm not a LeBron fan. There it is. They can both go on the next thing fucking smoking.
I'm going to rebut you a little bit, then I'm going to toss it to Randy T. I do think that I agree with your point that there's nobody better for Luka to learn from than LeBron. As far as taking care of your body, LeBron is in year 22 and he looked like he's 25 years old. That
Right.
triple double he put on the Knicks and those two nasty dunks. I'm like, how old is this dude? How are you doing this?
Crazy.
Come
Crazy.
on.
Yeah,
Right.
like what's that Jay-Z line? It's never been a nigga this good for this long. That is LeBron. Maybe he's not the GOAT, but he's the that, whatever that is called. He's that.
He's my
And
GOAT.
I wondered, there's no leadership in that locker room on the Mavs. I mean, you could say Jason Kidd, but that's going to be tough. Kyrie has not proven to be a leader. AD definitely has not proven to be a leader. The only thing that I think will really work is AD won't be expected to be the number one option, and Kyrie loves being number one. Kyrie wanted to be number one option with LeBron, so Kyrie will be number one, and AD can fall back into his number two role. That's when AD could be dangerous. So I'll give you that credit, KD, because AD as a number two, no real pressure. He got my back. He gonna be the leader. That's a dangerous player. They got some good
It's hard
compliments.
playing for the Lakers. It's too much spotlight. Too much
Yeah.
spotlight on you.
No time.
That's a fact. And Luka gonna thrive.
Even if you lose, it's the Cowboys.
Right.
If Luka can slim down a little bit, get a little more serious, which I think LeBron and I wouldn't be surprised.
Man, they got
if
that
they all
European
said that.
body, man. They can play fat and they still good. It don't matter. The
They-
Europeans,
they
don't
was
need
so-
Look
they
at
bad
Jokic.
body
Him
ballers.
being fat, they traded him. So
They
it
bad
obviously
body
did
ballers,
something.
man. Look at Dirk. Look at Dirk from the most famous Dallas Maverick. Had the worst body in the whole NBA.
Worst body.
Till he retired.
That's because he had that black woman making on that fried chicken every day.
Man, Europeans built different, man. Look, the losers in this trade for real was the Mavs. And also, I don't even know how the Jazz got mixed up in it, but the Jazz, it was a three-way trade. And they got Jalen Shafino, like somebody from the Clippers, and the Mavs second round pick. Like, so they that was just getting rid of some money, right? But both of them lost because now what the Lakers did, Rob Pelinka won on this, right? I'm gonna tell you, like, this was some GM magic. This is some Adam Peters GM magic right here, because this is what I'm telling you. What they solved two problems, right? Because right now, they got so much invested in LeBron, who is the franchise right now. But as good as he is, he old. And we don't know how much we're going to get of him. So now we need to replace him with somebody who can do it. Luka is 25. We can get him to play and learn under how to play playoff basketball under LeBron. LeBron got at least 2 more good years in him. I'm believing that. For
at
real.
least if he wants to play.
3 if he wanted, right? But two productive. 2 really, really productive. And then they got Markieff Morris, another good defensive dude who can hit 3-pointers too.
Former Wizard.
Yeah, right. From the original Wizard. So they got him too in the trade. And now the Lakers have solved their future problems. They still keep a first round pick. And now they don't have to worry about LeBron when he go off. Like, who are we going? They saw that Anthony Davis can't be the dude because he can't stay healthy. So he can't take over for LeBron. And when they brought him here, they was thinking that we could pass the torch and build around him. But you got to stay on the court to be built around, right? So
you got to want to be number one.
I don't know how healthy.
He got the heart.
No, and that too, right? But and after playing all these years under LeBron, I can't say AD has gotten any better than before he came to play with LeBron. He the same. He the same dude. If you ask me,
I say he took a step back.
Right.
Maybe, but I think Luka. Now I'm gonna tell you what, Luka coming now. LeBron don't have the pressure of somebody who can score. Right now, LeBron got somebody that now this dude can come out and drop 50. You know what I'm saying, on any given night. You know what I mean?
20 assists.
Right.
LeBron got to be point guard. 15, 16 rebounds. He's the white LeBron.
Right. And now with that, you add another good defensive player, another good 3-point shooter to spread the ball around. Right. And now we got what the Lakers have did, man. Like, they have put themselves in me. Now Luka coming there has made them a threat for the championship this year. And the Mavs lose because they take their stuff back.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm telling you, man.
Lakers win in the future. Dallas wins now.
Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all
how
why.
Dallas win now when they lost. Now with Kyrie, we've seen what Kyrie do. When Kyrie is the dude, Like when LeBron left him in Cleveland and he was the main dude, what they do? Squat. When he went to the Celtics and they made him the main dude, what did he do? Squat. He went to the Nets and they tried to make him the main dude. What did he do? Squat.
Nothing.
When Luka was on the bench,
the same thing he did with all
they don't
them
have
teams.
no defense.
Hold on. Let me jump in here real quick. What I say no defense. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The Lakers are not done. The Lakers are not done. They've been talking to the Wizards all season about getting Jonas Valanciunas. They're gonna have. I'm gonna tell you why they're not.
They still not done.
The genius of Rob Pelinka move was not getting Luka because they called him and asked him if he wanted him. And Nico, who was the general manager in Dallas, he was a rep for Nike. He was the rep that brought Kobe over from Adidas. So him and Rob Pelinka have a 20-year relationship. They've been doing business together 20 years. So that was almost like a solid. Rob Pelinka did nothing great by getting Luka. He just said yes. His greatness will be determined by the center he puts on that Laker team, by the extra player he adds to that team going into the trade deadline on the 6th. They've been talking to the Wizards. They get Jonas Valanciunas and maybe Rashawn Holmes from us or another player, maybe Malcolm Brogdon. He pulls that off with that first-round pick. Give us that first and some trash you don't want, and we'll give you Malcolm Brogdon and Jonas Valanciunas. Now, that is a squad. The Lakers have won the trade because they're in position to make
all hypotheticals.
But that's all we got.
The move they need to make is getting LeBron off the team, and that's what I feel like would be the best move. Now, I don't fully disagree with you. And I'm not saying it because I'm a hater. It just makes sense because I'm a proud hater, and I'm okay with just taking that stance. I don't care. But at the end of the day, I just feel like it is a win in the future. But Dallas went to the finals last year, and they choked. Having AD there still gives them something. When Luka was hurting on the bench, when Luka, AD, and Gafford, not AD, Luka, Kyrie, and Gafford was on the bench, them Dallas Mavericks was still fucking winning without their big three. Ain't no fucking way you can't tell me that's not an addition. Then if that's the case, they both won.
I'm
you don't got no big, you don't got no defense. You look at you the second coming of the Warriors. You the Warriors right now. Both of them gonna be playing.
Yeah.
Nah. Look ahead at in the Western Conference Finals 3 years ago and in the finals last year. That's more than AD has done. That's more than Kyrie has done. People acting like Luka ain't Luka. Luka is Luka. The last 3 years, nobody's been more successful as far as how deep your team goes than Luka in the whole NBA. Nobody.
I'm happy for the future, but
the playoffs last 3 years.
I'm happy for the future, but Joker is still over in the West, and him and Russ look pretty good together. OKC is there, right? So at the end of the day, ain't nobody right now. I don't got nobody beating Boston yet. So does it even matter?
OKC my favorite to win it all this year, just for the record.
The change. Listen, SGA gonna win MVP, but can he win
a
title
last year? Should have won it last year. I think so.
He should have, but shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah, adding Hartenstein, give that team a whole different dynamic. A whole season with Alex Caruso is different. I'm going with OKC to win it all. But now, I will say, the Lakers, the Mavs, I don't know what happened to the Nuggets. They lost Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and he took away their playbook and he left. I don't know what happened to that team.
A lot of their X factors. A lot of their X factors left. Yeah.
I don't put no stock in them. I mean, you can't count them out. But when I watch how Minnesota manhandled them, and Minnesota another team to watch. See what they can do. If they move Julius Randle and get a better fit there, they'll be right back in the thick of things. I really had them winning it this year until they traded damn Cat. I was like, why'd you trade Cat?
No, they wasn't going to win it this year. They still can't beat Boston.
Nah.
Period. And I hate Boston being a Lakers.
She right. They still can't beat. They not ready to beat.
They're not gonna beat Boston.
Not as presently constructed.
The second best player on the team won MVP for the finals and for the other finals.
The Eastern Conference.
And Jason Tatum is still balling. Ain't no motherfucking way. You got Porzingis that's gonna be healthy. They got too many. They look like the Nuggets when the Nuggets won. They got so many X factors off of the bench. So until somebody show up,
Eric White.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like until somebody show up, ain't nobody beating them, and that's okay.
I got OKC, but we shall see. I got OKC and Boston in the finals.
The Lakers got to make some moves to get some defense, though. Like Because they
Yeah,
still,
They do.
they only AD was the only real defensive player on the team, in my opinion.
that's a fact.
Y'all got rid of the only dude on the team that played defense.
That's a fact. They better call Dwight Howard up, see if he done with his boyfriend, come out and play.
Well,
That play defense.
That's what they better do.
Because
They better call
No,
Dwight.
nobody want him filling butts on the side on the bench.
Vanderbilt still hurt for like 2
Yeah.
years, right?
Jack, get in here, man. I know we're not talking about the Atlanta Hawks, but do you have any opinion on any of the sports goings on?
I don't know if that's gonna work.
I understand the case with the just point. Love Georgia. Ain't gonna lie.
She just is smiling and just looking so pretty, and we can't hear a fucking word she's saying. I'm gonna translate for y'all. She said New White and KD and Randy was wrong. This is just for y'all that couldn't hear her.
Hey, but here's a fact from Vegas. Now the Lakers odds to win the championship.
Jumped.
Now it jumped from 18 to 1600 and to 9 now it's 850 plus from just by Luka joining it. So Vegas believes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, Vegas believe that they
What
got
Dallas
a
odds go
chance.
to? How far did Dallas odds drop?
Oh, let me see. Theirs dropped by half.
See? Told you. Yeah.
Went from 25 to 4,000 immediately
I
after
don't
the
care.
trade. Plus.
You know what? You know what Dallas's hopes are?
You gotta look at both of their injuries because they both be injured. So let's see how the next couple months be with them. Because it depends who's healthy. And that's who's gonna win the battle. That's why I can't say that the Lakers lost and you can't say that Dallas lost.
Hey,
I don't
but
give a
we
fuck
watched.
about Vegas.
Remember in the finals, we watched Luka play through injuries. AD back hurt, whatever. Like that,
We did.
Bama is not playing.
One time he broke a fingernail out
Luka
3 weeks.
tough it out, being hurt.
Listen,
That's all I'm saying.
I know AD soft.
Like butter.
What I'm
like
banking
warm
on
butter.
is he don't get hurt. And if he don't get hurt, he the best player out there.
Man,
No, he's not.
If he don't
Giannis
get
is
hurt,
better.
he the best
Giannis
player out
better.
there.
Embiid better. Luka better. Joker better. LeBron better. I don't have. I
I'm
don't
talking
hold.
about for
kid,
Western
that
Conference.
kid in
the Western
San
Conference?
Antonio to me is better.
Wemby better.
Wemby.
Giannis is better. Giannis is better. But is Giannis gonna even beat Chicago? I mean, not Chicago. The Celtics.
No.
No.
Giannis should have left.
ain't.
I don't even count.
So it doesn't matter.
He just gonna score points on a team that's gonna never do nothing.
I'm gonna give y'all some insider information
And
right
Wemby
here.
is better.
Let me ice will give y'all some inside information. So the Dallas Mavericks called one
Until he got
team
beat by Tim Duncan.
before they called the Lakers. The Dallas Mavericks called one team with that same offer. Do you want Luka for your big guy, your power forward? That team said no.
They called Milwaukee.
Then they called the Lakers. So Dallas does have a plan. We need a 6'10", 6'11" power forward that can play some good defense. Who's out there? Giannis and AD are the two best at that.
Right.
They went at Giannis. They said no. They wouldn't get AD.
I would have definitely took Giannis over AD.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But
that was just a little insider information.
You gotta take what you could was offered.
Exactly. That was a new bomb.
You got to beat the Joker.
There's no Rose bomb. That was a new bomb. Where my bomb sound effect at? That was a new bomb. Nobody else is talking about that on sports media. Man, I can't even find it. Oh. That was a new bomb. But all right, so as you guys know, we started this episode talking about sports, which is something we don't really do here on a pod named Kickback, but we do it every episode of Kickback Sports with me, KD, and J. Lou. And while we have you guys' attention, before we move on to our more traditional topics, I want to, KD, I'm going to put you on the spot real quick. Tell the No Breaks Network, the pod named Kickback audience, who you are, how you have your opinions with sports, how deep it goes, and all that good stuff. Just for those that don't know, when they tuning in every week to see Kickback Sports, what they can expect to get from you.
I love sports and I love debating. So this is the best place to do it. And I always feel like I'm right. So there you go. Can't get no deeper than that. That's it.
What?
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, now Super Bowl coming up. I want to get everybody's take, man. What do y'all think? I'm gonna toss it to KD first. We got the Chiefs versus the Eagles, part 2. How do you think the game is going to go, and who you got winning?
All right, I'm not gonna try to take too long, so let me sum it up as best as possible. They've been setting up the Golden Boy Patrick Mahomes three-peat since last year when he beat the 49ers. And every game they played this year, they should have lost, but they didn't because the rest was on his side. I'm sorry, Eagles. We are all going for Jalen. We all want to see Saquon get it, but it ain't happening, baby. And that's it. That's just the reality of it. And if I'm wrong, y'all can spam my comments, but I doubt it. It wasn't a problem. His rigging wasn't a problem. Everybody's seen it when he played the Texans early in the playoffs, right? But when did it really get bad? When he beat the white boy Josh Allen. He did that to Lamar too, but it don't look bad when you do it to the nigga. But it looked bad when you do it to Josh Allen, one of the last of the white quarterbacks that look like Brady and all them, right? So now y'all see it. Okay. They give Jalen a hard fucking time too, just like they do Lamar. And I want him to win, but baby, it ain't happening. Next year, we all got a clean slate after he gets three-peat. That's it.
Rainy T.
And then it's go Ravens, go Ravens.
I think that, first of all, this is a Super Bowl rematch that nobody wanted to see. All right, let's all be clear on that. This is the Super Bowl rematch that nobody wanted to see. Philly fans are already salty because they thought that the pass interference call on the last time that they played in the Super Bowl was the reason that they won. And not to mention all the controversial calls that Patrick Mahomes have had all year long. But with that being said, like I call him playoff Patrick, man, like because he just fine. I think like in the last since my boy left, since Tyreek left Kansas City, like Mahomes he's changed his game a little bit, right? He was like when he was there, when Tyreek was there, he was throwing for 300-400 yards, you know what I mean, and multiple touchdowns every game. And now, he his games are kind of just like middle of the road, right? Like he getting out of there with maybe 200, 225 and 2 touchdowns. Like that's like his average, right? And so, but now he's found Mahomes is like, I don't need stats anymore. I just find a way to keep my team in a position to win. And that's the biggest difference, I think, between the two quarterbacks that are playing, between Jalen Hurts and between Mahomes. Mahomes has found, like, he's been through it enough that he knows that I know how to utilize the people that are around me, that it's not about me anymore, you know what I mean, and to make big plays when they need to happen, with a little bit of help from the boys in the stripes, you know what I mean? But hey, if you ask me, that's when Vegas make a call, it happens, right? But again, I think on paper, Philly is the best team, hands down. The defense, when you look at the defense on every skill position, Philly gets the nod, right? But when it comes to game time, none of that matter, right? Is what we do on the field, and I think my commander showed, what I mean, that it don't matter what it looked like on paper, right? You know what I mean? You get
They showed us how to lose by 50 points.
Hey, man, look. If you get 28 points on 4 turnovers, you can't help it. But he still made it to the NFC Championship before Dak did. But back to the Super Back to the Super Bowl.
Why Dak getting the
That's a shot. Where your gunfire? Where your gunfire?
We don't have those. All right, we don't have guns. Sorry.
That's fine. But hey, this is an NFL love stories. So I think the best story that the NFL is gonna have is Patrick Mahomes getting a three-peat. And I'm not mad. I want to see a brother do something that we hadn't seen. We've only seen typically, Caucasian quarterbacks have done in the past. So for him, for a man of color to be able to make it on the cusp of making an achievement that no other man of color playing this sport has done, And I'm
No other
in the
man,
NFC,
period.
and I don't like the Eagles, the Sheagles anyway. So you know where I'm at.
Yeah, so I jump in there. I have been calling for the three-peat. Every time I've gone against Patrick Mahomes, he has laughed at me and then won and then talked about me behind my back. So I'm not in the position to go against Patrick Mahomes anymore. I am a believer. I've watched him throw for 500 yards and 5 touchdowns and win. I watched him run for 80 yards and throw for 1 touchdown and win. I watched him throw for 200 very pedestrian dinking and dunking plays and had the running back score the touchdown and win. I watched him have a kicker win 17 to 12. He just wins. Like, what's old boy, DJ Khaled? All I do is win, 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 no matter what. I've seen the refs go against him. I've seen the refs pick up flags that he was good. He just wins. And I don't see
He
any
just wins.
team beating him except maybe the Eagles. Y'all know my MVP
That ain't
was
happening.
Saquon Barkley. I thought he was the best player in the NFL this year. If he can dominate like I told you he would do against the Commanders and keep your offense off the field, then when you come on, you're trying to get it going, trying to get it going. If he can get them in a similar situation, the Eagles have a chance. But if you're asking me to put my money on it, Pat Mahomes all day. So I just think they took him to overtime last Super Bowl without Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
If it was not Patrick Mahomes, I would pick the Eagles. I've been with the Eagles all year, but I am not betting against Pat Mahomes.
And they say that pass interference on Juju. They say they say that was what turned the game. They say that's the reason that they lost. The Philly fans still
It
say
was.
the reason they lost the Super Bowl. That pass interference call on Juju in the fourth quarter.
I mean, it was a close
That
game.
was
It was
it.
overtime. It was overtime in the Super Bowl.
Hey, my whole barbershop is Philly fans.
Yep.
So I hear every stat from them every week, and they still say they should have won. If it wasn't for that pass interference call on Juju in the fourth, they would have won that Super Bowl, which they was up. They was winning until that call.
Man, I'm gonna throw it to Jackie,
If I
but
was a millionaire, I had $1 million. Go ahead.
yeah, I want to throw it to Jack, but she said the person that's gonna win the Super Bowl is Kendrick Lamar.
Whatever.
All right, Jackie, let's see if we can hear you. Talk to me.
The Chiefs, of course.
Okay. That's it. This is the Chiefs. That's it. That's all.
That's it. Mic drop. Mic drop. Chiefs.
All right.
Unanimous.
And we're about to transition from sports. Any issues with the All-Star game selections? Anybody omitted, left off that you're mad about? Anybody got on?
Wemby. Period. That's the biggest snub. Like how the heck? What the hell?
I thought he made it. Wemby ain't make it.
Nah.
Damn.
When I saw
Wemby didn't make it. Trey didn't make it. That's crazy.
I think Trey definitely being here in Atlanta. I've been watching Trey for years. I've argued that Trey was as good as Luka. I do think Luka might be a little bit better, but I think Trey needs to belong in that upper echelon. He took his team to the Eastern Conference Finals before Luka made it to the Western Conference Finals, and he keeps the Hawks relevant. And this is the second time a player has averaged over 20 points a game and over 10 assists a game and didn't make the All-Star team. It happened this year with Trey, and it happened last year with Trey. The only player to ever do that and not make an All-Star team.
Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese could have made it.
Yeah,
Tyrese could have made
Maxey ain't make it either.
I'm gonna throw my boy Jordan Poole some love.
LaMelo Ball. Yep. LaMelo.
Now LaMelo didn't make it because of his record, but LaMelo put up nice numbers. Melo been balling this year.
Numbers.
Yeah. He ain't never met a 3-pointer.
But it shouldn't be about the record.
Right.
It shouldn't be about the record. This is individual to me.
I agree, but I think sometimes when the numbers, when the stats are close, they it's like the tiebreaker. They go with record. You know.
I do think Wemby is the biggest snub, though. The top.
I can't believe Wemby. They're playing so well. They're playing 500 ball in the playoffs, in the play-in. I thought Wemby made it. Y'all messed my head up just now. I thought he was an all-star.
They just made him a reserve.
Okay, he did make it. I was
Yeah.
about to say, like,
Oh, no, he was snubbed. He wasn't on there at first. I think the backlash
no,
now they made.
he
Yeah,
wasn't a starter. He wasn't a starter.
right.
They just announced the reserves. Because
They
I
just
was about to
announced him
go
as a
off on that
reserve.
one. Yeah. So I would say the biggest
Kyrie is definitely a snub.
I don't know about Kyrie. Who you gonna take off?
I think Sabonis. We've got Sabonis too
You
from
could have
the.
still made him a
Sabonis been
reserve.
balling. Sabonis been
Yeah,
balling.
he been balling for a couple of years out in Sacramento. I think he should have been on there. He another snub to me.
Yeah, I wanted
They
Sabonis to come to
snubbed
the
him
Wizards.
twice. They snubbed him twice.
Yeah.
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 He's still.
He
I
balling.
think he don't get recognition a lot. Like you, right? If you don't really watch the NBA like that, he ain't a name, right?
Yeah.
He one of them dudes that like if you ain't watching the Clippers, like you don't really know like this dude. He balls.
Yeah, I fuck with
I don't know.
Sabonis.
That's crazy. Didn't he have like double doubles all last year and they still snubbed
All
him? I don't
last
think you
year.
even got to watch the game. You
He's
did
leading
that.
the league in double doubles this year.
Yeah.
And now this year, that's probably the second biggest snub other than Wemby.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Well,
Just
Wemby
because
made
it's not a
it.
big
Wemby did make
market.
it. So Wemby made
Well,
Sabonis
at
in
first.
the string.
Yeah, he was that man, and I think that was just the backlash of him not being a starter. I think they just scrambled and added him afterwards, right? Because he should be he shouldn't be a reserve. Wemby should be
He should be
starting,
a starter.
right?
So who they got starting ahead of him? Jokic and AD?
Man,
Is it AD?
that head-to-head game with him and when they played Milwaukee,
Yeah,
man,
him and Giannis going over for him. But I think the starters are Jokic and KD. I think it's KD. Would you start Wemby over KD?
I'm not. KD, one of my faves. Sorry.
That's what I'm saying. So it wasn't a snub. Would you start him over Jokic?
I don't think I can do that
Would you
either.
start Wemby over LeBron?
Well, we
Yes,
got
tight.
Well, we know you would. That's
That's
the only positions that's left. You can't start him at two guard. You can't start him at point guard.
I know these young niggas like I can't wait for these old niggas to retire.
Hey,
KD,
I was
Curry,
starting
LeBron.
over Anthony Davis. Stay hurting, soft as butter.
Anthony Davis ain't starting.
I would start him
It's
over
Jokic, Kevin Durant, and LeBron. That's the front court.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
they got 2-3 more years.
Yeah, well, Jokic's gonna be around for a minute. So
I'm not talking about Joker. I'm talking about the old niggas. Joker ain't old.
Yeah. True. Man, you see what KD said to Gary Payton? They was arguing. Y'all catch that shit? He was arguing, and GP was like, "I'm up here. I'm in the sky," and KD was like, "I'm on the top of the rafters. If you up that high," and then Gary Payton said, "Well, I'm on top of the roof." KD say, "Man, but you was my age. You was the 8th nigga on the bench. Shut up." I said, "Oh shit."
Yes, he did say that. So disrespectful, but I love it.
But he said he idolized Gary Payton. He said Gary Payton was his idol, so he always teasing him and shit. But when he said that, and the ESPN caught the whole argument, not argument, the whole joning. And I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. But but KD about to be up out of there. Him and LeBron, they getting up there, man. Only a couple more years.
They old niggas.
Yeah.
All right, as we close out,
the problem though, they brought in another young dude. They got a good 25-year-old that they can build around. But like the Lakers always do,
25-year-old in the league.
They chase Showtime over good solid players every time. That's what that's the Lakers. That's their name.
They gonna do it again.
Luka is Showtime. His name is Luka Magic.
That's what the Lakers go after. Showtime players. They would pick a Showtime player over a solid player every time, hands down.
But they picked the solid player that is Showtime because Shaq was the truth. He was Showtime, but he was good. Magic, good. Kobe, good. They don't pick only flash in the pan dudes. They pick the best player that's flashy.
Yeah.
I wanted to add to that, and I took it down in my notes. Like by history, the Lakers do go for Showtime, but they win. When they got Kareem, 5 rings. When they got Kobe from the Celtics, right? 5
Yep.
rings. Pal, 2. AD, 1. Shaq, 3. They usually come out on the winning end. Let's see if history repeats itself. As long as they make better, they just got to build around them, and that's it.
Go ahead and give us that number 1 pick. We're gonna see Ja Brogdon and Jonas Valanciunas, and then
Why
you're
you
gonna have
want our young dudes to leave, man? I
they
like.
old. Those are old dudes.
Oh, okay,
Those
the
are
old
both in
dudes.
their
Oh,
30s.
yeah.
No, we keeping our young dudes. We trying to get rid of the old dudes and get some first round picks. So
Right.
yeah, I definitely we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see what the Lakers do. If they don't do nothing, then I don't know if they won that trade. I might have to change my argument. But if they add what I think they're gonna do, then I think we
I
straight.
think they going further than the Mavs with this trade. That's all I'm gonna say.
They need
We
some
gonna see.
size. They need some size. Pause. But
If
they do.
Luka stay healthy.
No, we know AD that warm butter. We know what he. so
They
so
both hurt now. They
yeah.
both got traded and they both hurt. So
Yeah.
we gonna
I
see.
said Luka
They
be back
both
first.
they're both
We
supposed
see.
to be back by y'all birthday, and then they play each other once right after y'all birthday, and then they play on TNT February 25th. That
Yes.
game is must watch. We might have
Yeah,
to go live after the game
sold out
and do a
TV.
live reaction to that joint.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take us
It's gonna
on
be
to
hot, man.
our next segment.
It's the mayor. Stay fly, stay high. What the fuck? What the fuck?
As we move on, I want to change the tone a little bit. We having fun tonight, and we definitely will get back to the fun. But right now, I want to kind of change courses a little bit because we had a plane crash in D.C. I believe it was American Airlines was hit by a Black Hawk helicopter, military helicopter. We lost over 60 people in that tragedy. So definitely rest in peace to everybody that we lost, everybody that was affected. I know the friends and family members that were affected. I know how it hit them. But just as a person that likes to travel and get on planes, that shit hit me. You know what I'm saying? And seeing pictures of the people that passed, Howard University professor, and there was some military people. It was like a volleyball team on board.
Ice skaters.
The ice skaters. It's just like, damn. And I look at all of this and I look at what Trump did as soon as he got in office, how we called us of dismantling the FAA, which is the people that organized, the flights, organized watching the flights and doing the telecommunications with the pilots and making sure that we don't have the aviation, we don't have these incidents. And then to know that he came in and he wasn't happy with it because he felt like it was a bunch of DEI hires and him shaking it up and seeing this result. Now, I'm not saying it's directly attributed to what he did, but the facts are just the facts. You get rid of the head, they say usually the body will fall. He got rid of the head of all these organizations dealing with aviation and air traffic control, and now we're having these crazy accidents. I can go into so much more about what Trump has done these first 2 weeks, but before I do that, I want to get you guys' thoughts on just the airplane crash and just how that has affected really the country, the world for real. But it's in our neck of the woods in DC. So I know, it hit a lot of us a little bit different. KD?
It was very sad and very devastating. I actually had the pleasure to be on the flight attendant's flight before, the white guy, the black girl, and everything recently. So it's kind of like sad because you're like that close and you don't know that could be like their last day. And I know they're flight attendants and I know that they get trained and they know it could be life or death. But I feel like something went wrong and it could have been like avoided. So that's my take on it.
Yeah. Jack, let's see if we can hear you.
It's so many questions I have around it. So many problems, I think, and as he talking with whatever crash happened.
Jack said she sent her condolences to the family. Randy T.
Hey, Yeah, and I echo that. We give to the whole families that were affected by this. Our condolences and our thoughts and prayers are with you and everybody who was affected. All about the airline and everybody who had families. I and in Maryland, it was a tragedy all around. Like KD, I believe it was an avoidable one when you look at all the situations and all the circumstances. With somebody wasn't at the clock at the tower at the time that the communication, and we don't know how much this transition has affected it or not. So I can't speak to that, but I do think that it was definitely an unavoidable tragedy. I do want to give a special, shout out to the Maryland responders, first responders. They were some of the first ones that were in the water. I had the pleasure of meeting some of them yesterday. I participated in the Polar Bear Challenge out at Sandy Point yesterday, and I had the chance to talk with them and the governor, who expressed it as well, that we here in the DMV, even though it was a tragedy, we were some of the first responders, the first people that was in the water and doing the most, and have raised like over millions of dollars to go out to the family. With money can never replace the people that we've lost, but it can help give them some comfort in this terrible time. You know what I mean? To give them some comfort to be able to get through this. And I'm about to get on the plane this week, so it's real scary. You know what I mean? Thinking about it,
Hey,
we hadn't had a commercial airline like this crash. I think it's 2009 since the last time something like this had happened. But I think when we think about the biggest thing of this is we can point fingers wherever, but when it comes down to it, man, love your family and forget about all the pettiness that sometimes we go through with each other, and be bigger than that. Because sometimes you never know when that might be the last time that you talk to that person, see that person, be with that person. That we can't let the pettiness that even with the incoming administration is helping to I would say a lot of propaganda that's coming out that's perpetuating more of that as a nation as a whole. But we got to take times like these to remind us that we accomplish more when we stand together than when we stand apart.
Absolutely.
mhm.
And I want to get into what this incoming administration has done over the last week and what they're trying to do and what they've been doing. Um, just really quickly, I'm gonna run through some things, and I'm gonna let everybody just kind of chime in on what you want to speak to, because it's been a lot. And so we rest in peace everybody that was affected by the plane crash, and rest in peace to them and positive energy to people that were affected. But Project 2025, we talked about that. We talked about Trump championing that, and how we said no, I'm not, and how we see everything he's doing is actually Project 2025 shit. It's like, dog, they are playing a game. They're trying to end DEI, the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Program. Um, I think we talked about it a little bit last week. We talked about how it was needed. If we lived in a country where there wasn't racism, where there wasn't the notion of this group isn't as good as that group, we wouldn't even need that shit. But because we do exist in a country that does foster that mentality and does a little bit more of it now, we do need it. It is definitely needed. And I want to dispel the notion that racism can be reverse racism. The black people, racism is a system of power that denies a group of people their inalienable rights. Black people don't have the power to be racist. We can't deny anybody anything. We can't go, I'm not hiring any white people here. We don't have that power. So racism and white supremacy are systems of power that deny people their inalienable rights. We can be prejudiced because we prejudge it based on our own understanding of history. But we can't be racist. Now, what's going on with the highways in LA?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, but the 101 is shut down. That's one of the major highways going into Hollywood, downtown, the Valley, and it's about 1 million people outside. They shut down the highways, so all the exits got people there
Wow.
because it's an ICE protest, and they ain't moving. And
Oh,
you already know how LA do protests. They started that shit, so there you go.
Wow.
and during the Grammys.
During the
Wow.
Grammys.
During the Grammys.
Man, shout out to
You can
LA
put
for
Project
standing up for what they believe in, man.
Yeah.
You can't never be mad at that.
Hey, look, man. Anytime anybody anywhere is standing up for the people, man. Look, revolution is the voice of the people. So, like, when anybody's standing up and doing it, like, shots out L.A. I hope the rest of the country take notice and stand with LA. Let's make it go around. Let's hit every state.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and anybody that joins in, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna abandon you. I'm
gonna stick beside him.
gonna stick beside you. So you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going. Now, what do you guys before we move off of this new administration? I mean, the MLK files. I think we talked about this a little bit, but I just want to say, be prepared that the slander for MLK is going to come out. That's we know what this is about. They're going to talk about try to say he was at the Diddy freak offs and all that shit. They're going to try to paint him in that picture, and they're going to try to take away that holiday. We're not going to let them. They can try to take away Black History Month. We're going to move it to August any goddamn way. If you let me tell it. So I don't care what they do. I don't care what they say. We're going to do what we got to do. And Trump and all these executive orders are kind of crazy, but we're gonna stand up. We're going to fight through it, and we're going to do what we got to do. I'm going to toss it to you, Randy, and then we get into the ladies. Just what are your thoughts, Trump's first 13 days in office? Like, what are you thinking?
I have a lot of thoughts. And
Let's not keep it too long.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short because I've talked to some people who some prominent politicians. I talked to the mayor of my city. He held a town hall last week, and I attended that because I wanted to hear what was the city's position on how, with all the DEI transitions that were taking place, that were the actionable items that they were going to take to make sure that diversity and inclusion still remained in our city, and the people who came here weren't going to be affected by it. And I gave the same question to Governor Westmore as well. And both of their sentiments were like, right now there's a lot of fire that's happening, right? And it's a lot of fires that's going quick. And now they don't want to be reactionary, because he said a lot of things that's happening, the courts are going to take care of them themselves without a lot of cities or states having to even intervene, because the executive orders are already bypassing the democratic system that has been put in place for the representatives that have been voted to operate in the House and the Senate. So it was like and so right now it's like it's a lot of smoke and fire. And before that, and once they have the courts make the positions on these, then cities and states will start taking their positions on what is necessary. Because right now that you really don't know what to attack, because you don't know what's going to stick. He's throwing a lot of crap on the wall, right? But we don't know how much of that is going to stick and how much is going to fall. So and he was like, we just watching and we stand ready, and the places and the things that are set in place are still in place. And until the courts say it, until the courts have their final say on it, and then we'll see who starts standing up and what's being done. It's like right now, like don't panic, you know what I mean? And think of, and thinking about what's happening, because we just don't know. He is pushing his agenda just like he said he would. He's always played to his base, and he's the very best at doing it. And that's one of the reasons that his base stands behind him. And so with that being said, we just gotta wait and see what sticks, and then stand ready to attack and combat what does.
Very well said. I appreciate you out there talking to the governors and the mayors, man. We need more of that. All my brothers and sisters listening to this, you have a governor, unless you're in DC, or you have at least a mayor and councilman. Mm-hmm. You might want to talk to them.
Yeah.
You might want to ask some questions. It's your right. It is your right. And you never know who you meet that way. I remember, I can't even think of his name. What's the shop brother that became mayor maybe about 5-6 years ago in DC, maybe a decade ago? Tall dude. I can't even think of his name.
Before
But
Bowser?
before Bowser, I think.
Man, Bowser been there so long. I don't remember who came up.
Yeah, it was
had a brain like Mary Murray. I don't know who.
hey, it was a brother, but I was on the board of No More Murders DC when we were trying to stop, stop the violence initiative in the city. And he was a councilman that was coming to the meetings. And then when I got to Atlanta, he became the damn mayor. And I was like, you never know who you meet. You never know how that's going to go. Now, he didn't stay mayor long, but, he did become mayor eventually. Jack, I'm going to try to throw it to you one more time because you have the best lighting of the whole podcast. Jack's lighting is better than everybody's lighting, but we can't hear her. So we're going to try it one more time, Jack. Tell us through your illumination what you think about this craziness going on.
I drink black tea.
Sipping tea. Man, it's crazy. KD, how are you seeing?
We the 92%, right? So as Black women, right? So we sipping tea, but it is scary. I can't laugh at the struggles of other races. I'm just not built that way. As much as they don't feel like we can live as one, it's still scary. So it incites fear in all of us. But I ain't saying nothing. It's just a learning for all of us, and we just got to go through it.
Got to go through it, and we will go through it, and we will get through it, and that's a fact. The one thing that we know is rough, we know it's kind of difficult, we know it's kind of crazy, but the other thing we know is we gonna get through it. Like,
indeed,
we've been through worse. We've been through worse. I saw a meme that was like, if you were born in the 70s, you lived in like 6 decades, 2 millennia, 2 different centuries. You done saw this and that and this war and the COVID-19 pandemic and all this shit. And half of y'all ain't even 50 yet. I was like, God damn. That's a fact. What Mob D say? We've been through it all. We've seen it all. You know what I'm saying? But we'll be all right, for sure. And those that aren't all right, it's probably was being dumb.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Moving right along, DJ Academics. I'm not a fan of this dude, but he does have some hip hop insight at times. He was on Twitch with other Twitchers, I guess. He goes on to I guess he's trying to make a joke. And the joke he was trying to make was about 2 Twitch people to be closer. One was an adult, one was a 15-year-old boy. And he's like, y'all should be working together side by side. Or if y'all are in the same room and he gets inside your body, then y'all be even closer. So you should let him get inside you. And I don't get the joke. He's telling a 15-year-old boy he should let a grown man get inside of him so that they could be. I'm sitting here like, that's not funny. Like, it's not, I don't even know how that's considered a joke. It was just some disturbing shit to say to anybody. If a nigga say that to me, I'd be like, what the fuck? I want, like, that's damn, like, I gotta smack you or something? Like, who you talking? What are you talking about? And then to think that it was a joke, and then to think he said it to a 15-year-old boy, it's like, what are you doing? Now, this dude is making $1 million off Twitch, this streaming app where you get on and just talk and he rambles or whatever, gets drunk and is going his little rants. But he's now been banned. He's losing millions of dollars behind what I don't even think was a good joke. I don't know where his mind is or what the hell he was trying to say or what he thought he was saying, but you definitely get the Don't Be Dumb award. You definitely get the Shut Up Stupid award. What are you saying? I don't even know. I don't get the joke, man. And it's just stupid to me. And that was the stupidest thing I heard anybody say this week. So I had to bring it up. I don't know if you guys want to add to it.
Yeah, I for one, man, Twitch is it's a game. It's like Twitter for gamers, for people who play games, and most of it are teenagers and below are the majority of the patrons on there. And I think anytime you're in an environment where minors are present, you have to be aware of what you say and how you carry yourself. And especially when you making money the way that he makes money off. Like he's already said, some stuff back, a couple of weeks ago where, I was like, I can't rock with this dude when, the stuff that he said off of, it wasn't on Twitch that he said that, but we know he said what he said, you know what I mean? Kind of, snitching, right? And like, you just don't do that, right?
Right. Right.
You already broke the bro code, you know what I mean, or what you said, and then now you back this up and you put a spotlight on you when you did that, right? So now you increase. I mean, and when you're in the spotlight, controversy can bring you money, but not when children are involved. When children are involved, now you got liabilities, right? Now you got liabilities, and this whole platform makes majority their demographics are teenagers, right? Those are the main ones who frequent this and who are on there. And I don't know what kind of statement, whatever he meant by it, but you just have to be careful. And I mentor a bunch of teens every third week, third Sunday myself. And I know when I speak in front of them, I am carefully make aware of what I'm going to say and how I say it, because I'm in the presence of minors, right? So I know if I talk to them like they my own sons or daughter, that nothing that I wouldn't say to them, I'm not gonna say to anyone else. So any comment that comment was out of pocket, and whatever backlash he gets from it is deservingly so.
Yeah, and speaking of some what the hell, more Grammy news. Kanye and his wife showed up, and she had on a stocking cap covering her body, which means we got to see everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I have nothing to imagine. I know already. And it looks like they were removed from the Grammys because of her outfit.
Wow.
People are doing anything for clout, man. Anything for clout, and it is crazy.
Man, do anything that Kanye do or anybody who's around him surprise is any of that surprising?
It's not surprising.
I think nobody heard that or saw that and was like, "Oh, I didn't expect that." What?
Right.
Like, oh, wow. No, they was just like, "Oh yeah, who she's with." Oh, okay,
makes sense. Well, let's get into some good news, man, because there's some people out here making some money, making more money. I want to celebrate them.
If it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever, you're on a marathon, So
I want to shout out a couple companies, Costco and even Walmart. I know Walmart is on that list, but I want to shout them out because Costco has raised its minimum wage to $30 an hour. That is maybe not the best living, but that is a respectable wage for anybody working for Costco. I would think you're at Costco, you make $30 an hour, you can get you an apartment, probably get you a car. You probably can have a quality of life. And I think that's what everybody's entitled to. But I was really shocked that Walmart paying their store managers upwards of $300,000. That fucked my head up. I was like, $300,000? What's the website? Walmart.com? I might need to apply for this shit. $300,000? And that lets you know how much they made and how little they paid people in the past. That you're now at the point where you're willing to pay a manager $300,000. Go get them jobs, y'all. I'm an advocate of starting your own business and doing what you got to do, but don't be no fool. If they offering $300,000 and you used to making $50,000, that might be a move, my dog. So just keep your eyes open for Walmart and Costco if you're looking for a job. I'm just saying. Why applause for these dudes? What round of applause?
No, hold the round of applause for a minute. Hold the round of applause. We're gonna give it to Costco, right? I'm gonna give it to Costco, but still being real, that's still like $57,000 a year. It's respectable for workers. So I'll give them the props for raising it, but still, I still think they can do better. Now Walmart. Now this to me means nothing because they've already have had a history of promoting the people up top and keeping the people on below that on the bottom, and this still speaks to that. And for me, when when a super Walmart comes into your neighborhood, what it does, you're bringing in a whole bunch of minimum wage workers. So now you are diluting the workforce, because people who need the money, they're going to take the jobs, but still 80% or better of every Walmart and super Walmart, they're paying them just minimum wage or just above. So you haven't changed that. So I don't give you any props for this move, because this move is something that you have done already in the history. So you just did it again, just a little bit higher, and be like, hey, we're doing something. No, this is what you've been doing, is promoting those up top and keeping the wealth gap between those who up top and those who on the bottom. Like when you start do something like Costco did something for their regular workers, right? This wasn't just for management. That's why I give them props.
Yeah,
This
that's
was
the minimum wage. That's
right.
the minimum wage.
Exactly. So I give them the prop. They made that
Right.
the floor, right? So this was like the floor is 57 coming in the door, right? So and Walmart workers would say they ain't getting that. They're not getting that. They put this up to this is for management, which Walmart has already done. But Walmart repeatedly, to me, they destroyed when they come into a city and you put a super Walmart somewhere. Now you are lowering the standard of living for many people who need to make a wage and they don't have no other choice, right? To come here and buy Walmart goods and work at Walmart. And you keep other jobs from coming to pay people more, because it's like, hey, just go to work at Walmart. So I'm not a fan of Wally's World, and I ain't giving them no props for this. You just get it's smoke and mirrors that you throwing out there for one and the same. Shout out to Costco, Walmart, do better.
Boom. Well, I'm glad you jumped in there, because I was like, oh, this is nice. How nice of them. You guys.
Not at all, man. You know, I've been against Wally World, and I'm gonna stay on them until they do better. The whole Walters family, all y'all billionaires that's on the top, man, start spreading the wealth down to the people who on the front lines, the blue jackets who hitting the floors, right? The ones with the blue aprons who walking around. So I can stop going in there. I come in Walmart, we got 20 lanes and 2 people at the register, right? While y'all paying while all the management sitting in the office, who y'all just gave raises that we don't never see unless it's a problem, and unless it's a problem and they get one of them to come to customer service. I ain't never seen a manager there. Nah, Walmart, you get an F for this.
Question for you guys. The specific Target boycott. Have you guys been reading up on it, and what do you think about it? I have it in my hand here. Why Target? Target is rolling back its diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, including some that aim to make its workforce and merchandise better reflect its customers. I know I'm lying. In a memo sent to its employees, a Minneapolis-based retailer said it will end its 3-year DEI goals, stop reports to external diversity-focused groups like the Human Rights Campaign's Corporate Equity Index, and end a program focused on carrying more products from Black or minority-owned businesses. So I guess they've gone an extra step. So they say our demand is Target must reinstate its diversity, equity, and inclusion program, or create new programs with the same or more robust commitments to Black and minority-owned businesses. Until then, we ask you to not shop at Target. Buy from Black and minority-owned businesses directly. And then it goes on to why only Target. This is the part I really was curious about. We are starting with Target. We will not stop at Target. We are organizing for working class and liberation, one boycott and strike at a time. So they're saying, let's start with Target. How you guys feel about that? Because we already
I never shopped at
happy with
Target,
Walmart.
so
Okay.
I never shopped at Target anyway, so it's not bad for me. It's gonna get bad when it gets to Amazon. That's all I gotta say. Like,
No, bro, I just got
I mean,
I got an Amazon package coming almost every day.
how are we supposed to stop Amazon? So Target is not a big thing for me. Walmart is the cheapest groceries here in LA. So that is a problem. But yeah.
Jack, let's see if we can figure out what you're saying.
I don't sorry.
You don't shop at Target? Oh, you're all bougie. Oh, excuse
You
me. Do
don't
you,
shop
do you
at
shop at Target?
No.
Well, I've shopped
no.
at Target. I'm not. I mean, I'm not I do shop at Target. I like Target's a store that I frequent. But every time we start these boycotts and stuff, man, I'm like, this we got to do something that's sustainable. And I don't know how effective it is when we pick certain stores that we say we want to boycott, because Target employs a lot of people who look like us. So I don't know if how effective us boycotting those, like how it's going to really help our community. I think if we looking for systematic change, then it starts with the people who are making the votes and the rules that affect the workers. Attacking the workforce. Again, I don't know, and I'm never a proponent of it, because if you don't get a wave of at least 20 to 30 states doing it, like it's not, if it's just so like just LA out there, like now LA out there, boy, doing their thing. But if it just stop at LA, then it's just a news story, and every news story 3 cycles. Just give it 3 cycles and we gonna forget it happened. All right. So and that's what happened. I've been all a time I've tried to support, blackouts here and blackouts there, and let's boycott this and boycott that. But we don't get those civil rights type of movements or energy behind these moves, right? We get the pockets here and pockets there. Again, so you think when you come up with these boycotts, how sustainable are they, and how effective are they for bringing change? And I just think I just don't think they are. I think if we really want systematic change, we got to attack the people who are making who are taking DEI out of the place, right? And that's not the workers, the workforce, the people at Target, like who work there, like they need that money, right? And we stop shopping there, we putting families, it's families who surviving off of those Target paychecks. So the powers that be, they don't give a crap. They be like, hey, y'all robbing your own neighborhoods, right? So now you taking money. So that's the way I see it on. I'm like, man, we got to do something more effective than that.
Yeah, I remember
Yep.
when they first put it out there that Walmart wasn't paying years ago.
Yeah.
And the thing
And they
was like,
still ain't paying.
shop at Target. Right. They shop at Target, don't go to Walmart. So then I was shopping at Target, not Walmart. Even though Walmart had the ranch wings, I really like the wings they had. We couldn't go. So and then now it's like, don't go to Target, go to Walmart. And I'm like, okay, so I can get my ranch wings again. Okay, cool, that's a good thing. And like Katie said, if you take away Amazon, and I'm not even a fan of Jeff Bezos. I like him more than Elon Musk, but they all in cahoots to me now. They all part of the millionaire boys, the millionaire boys club. So I don't like none of them. We just gonna make a black mark. Let's open up a black mark. It's us four right here. We just start black mark, and we just support ourselves. Because God damn,
Man,
I did want to get you out.
until we get the Jim Crow out of our systems, man, a black market with the people still go right past us to Walmart.
Yeah.
We see our own family. We
Yep.
see our own family in there sneaking out of Walmart. Be like, it was cheaper.
It don't work. It don't work because we can't unite. And so it doesn't matter if we boycott or not. And that's just basically what it is.
Yeah, they might. Well, whenever there's like quote unquote oppression, whenever there's a group that rises up or does something new to oppress a group of people, there is a honeymoon period where that people get tighter. Oh, they doing what? Oh, and if we can just sustain it, make it past that honeymoon, because we're in that moment right now. Everybody was up in arms about Black History Month. That's why only about Trump made that comment. Oh, let's calm niggas down real quick. Give them a little bone. They're getting too rowdy. They keep making podcasts and shit. let's shut them up. Okay, Black History Month, I can have it. Damn, it's crazy. So if we could just find a way to sustain it, which hopefully we will, haven't so far, but we'll work on it. I do want to get into something fun before we head up out of here. This has been a matchup between Apollo and Kickback Sports. So we definitely talked about sports today. If you were listening, like, why are they talking about sports? It's because we had a matchup of the two podcasts, and so we did. Hope you enjoyed it. But right now, let's get into
Netflix and chill. What does that even mean?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be very, very quick, but I'm gonna tell you about some shit I've been watching. What up, Burger? You got Burger in the building.
There you go. Where you been, man?
Hey, where you been, Burger? Now, Netflix and chill. I'm gonna tell y'all. I told y'all if y'all put a bunch of black women on TV, I'm gonna watch it. I don't care. You put a
Bird
bunch
been
of
watching the
sisters on
Grammys.
TV. I'm watching Harlem, Megan Good, and all the other queens. I'm watching, and that show is great to me. Since last season, I call it the Black Sex in the City. I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm just watching it. It's nothing too heavy, but it's a good laugh, and it's beautiful black women. I don't know how you can lose. Severance. I think I told y'all about this show. It's on Apple
Hey,
TV.
before you go on, man, like you made me. I started watching Harlem because of you.
Okay.
I started it today,
And
right?
what you think?
I think I'm on episode. I think I got 3 episodes in today.
Okay.
Look, it's quite a funny show, man. And like, look, I'm about
Hey.
it's our beautiful black queens. You know what I mean? And I think, man, with if Sex in the City had the support and the run that it had, it's good to see our black queens in that same light. You know what I mean? Black successful women. You know what I mean? And showing them in that spotlight and giving them that. So I'm a fan so far, right? Like I like where it's going. I think the writing is good. I think the casting has been good so far, and it's pretty. It's been some real funny moments in the. You know what I mean? It's been
Yeah.
some real funny moments. It's a funny show. It has some drama, but funny and some funny stuff behind it. Like I'm a fan. If you don't know about it, like look it up. Harlem. Like they going in what season now? I think
Season
three.
three. Season 3.
Yeah, they in season 3 now. You make it 3 seasons, like you doing something. They say to get to the 3rd season, you got to have a solid fan base to get there. And I see why. I see why.
And they had us waiting 2 years for season 3.
Mm.
2
Mm-hmm.
years for season 3. And this will be the final season, but they say they go out the perfect way. They say we
Yeah.
give you a full season, we wrap up all the stories, and like you'll love it. They did an interview on Breakfast Club talking about it. Severance.
I like shows that end. Like I think some of these shows go too far. You know what I mean? Like
The Walking
yeah,
Dead.
leave
I
me
gave it
wanting
after
more.
season
Yeah,
57.
leave me wanting more. Go off into the sunshine where I still be like, man, I wish you. So it is
Yeah.
some, and we can come back maybe in 5 years and give me one more season. You know what I mean? We'll see.
Mhm.
3 seasons to me, I think that's a good good stopping point for a good show.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that at all. I do want a 4th season, so I guess I'm a little bit mad, but I ain't mad though.
I'm gonna tell you the only thing I was mad about though, because the first couple of the only sex that was happening in there, it was girl on girl action for like the first 3 episodes. I'm like, we gonna get any heterosexual energy in this joint? I ain't mad at it, right? But I'm just
It's
saying.
gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
Everybody
like,
get loose. Everybody get loose.
can we get a balance of the
Yeah,
of some heterosexual energy up in this joint?
season 3, Megan Good. And I don't know, y'all might not know, but I love Megan. I don't want to body shame. How do I say this? I preferred her a little thicker. I mean, I'll say it that way. So I'm not as in love as I would have been. No, actually, I'm still as in love because she's beautiful, whatever size she is. But I like her a little thicker. And but she get busy this season. Season 3, she I said, okay,
All right, no
you
spoilers,
said a
no
little
spoilers,
thick.
no
You said a
spoilers,
little
no spoilers. Move on. Tell us about Severance. KD,
Severance.
we want to hear what KD watching out there in LA.
Exactly. Just real quick.
Paradise.
Oh, I'm loving
Paradise.
Paradise. Loving Paradise.
Paradise? What's that
Yeah,
on?
Paradise is great. Paradise is on Max.
You can't really tell them because you're kind of giving it away a little bit. But
Yeah,
it's perfect timing for the world that we're living in right now. Because
it's
now we're thinking like, do we need a bunker?
yeah.
So
It's Sterling K. Brown from This Is
yeah.
Us. Brilliant black actor is the lead, and
Oh, yeah,
it is
okay. I think
everything unravels as the show progresses. So I love it so much so far. I don't want to tell you nothing except watch it
That's it.
and let it unfurl because they give you piece by piece. You be like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and when a show can surprise me, that's the key. When you can make me go like, wait, hold up, dog. Ain't no fucking way. And it has me doing that every episode. So Katie nailed it. That's my number one pick of the week. Paradise. I think it's only 3 episodes. I've seen all 3, and
Yeah.
damn,
All right,
damn good.
Add it to the list. Paradise.
Night Agent is back, season
It
2.
is.
I finished it, but I fell asleep on the last episodes. I don't know how it ended. So I got to rewatch the last episode, but it grabbed me that much that I just watched the shit all the way through.
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna tell you another good one though is American Prime Evil.
I've been seeing that, but I never watched it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it's some historic stuff in it. Because everybody have heard of BYU, that's Brigham Young University. Brigham Young. Now, from history, man, I see this. I don't even know why they got a school named after this man. This man was a lunatic, and he was out there in the Oregon Trail. You know what I mean? Out there and killing people in the name of Mormon.
Breaking news. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But De'Aaron Fox is being traded to the Spurs.
Who? De'Aaron Fox?
De'Aaron Fox.
I called it with J. Lewis. I called it. I said De'Aaron Fox is going to the Spurs.
Zach LaVine goes to the Kings. I'm so sorry, Randy, but I just wanted to tell you that.
Oh no.
Okay. Zach LaVine to the Kings. But so who will be their point guard?
Mm-hmm.
And who the Bulls get?
Who get?
The Bulls.
Oh, nobody so far. I don't see nothing on that.
If Zach LaVine left the Bulls to go to the Kings, they get somebody. Or maybe they get a pick.
They got to get somebody.
Yeah,
but it ain't.
girl. Yo, De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, and Wemby.
I knew he was out of there.
That's a legit 3. I called it. I called me and Jay.
They didn't say anybody.
If they kept Stephon Castle, me and Jay Luke was talking about this shit the other night. Oh, actually on Kickback Sports last Wednesday. And I was like, dog, De'Aaron Fox is going to the Spurs. He didn't want him to go there. LeBron might go to Golden State, that's what Berger said.
Somebody said LeBron going to Golden State. That's what I said.
I don't think it happens this year. I think LeBron goes to Golden State
next year, maybe.
Next year?
Yeah, next year.
I can see that.
Either next year trade deadline or next year when he's a free agent, I think he signs with Golden State. Because you got to keep in mind, he got Bronny over there. And the Lakers are extremely loyal. We saw how they were with Magic, how they were with Kobe. Yeah. They want to be the same way with LeBron.
Yeah, Lakers don't trade their stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a love fest. But they will also love LeBron enough to go, hey, man, we're going to start over with Luka. You want to get to Golden State? And the best way for him to do it is he's going to keep next year's contract. He's going to opt in next year, in my opinion, and then go to Golden State. Well, shit, you're getting old, LeBron. He might opt out at the end of the season and go over there and have Golden State trade a second-round pick for Bronny. He's going away without Bronny.
I think LeBron will retire before he go to another team.
He was considering going last year. He want to play with Steph.
Him and Steph want to play. They want to play together. I think he goes there and then he retires. Yeah. At first, I didn't want to see it, but I think it would actually be good just because our people, our core are getting old. The people we grew up watching, so it's kind of bittersweet.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would be terrible because they're not in their primes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it would be bad for the sport. That's what I'm saying. So
all I see is LeBron driving into the lane, kicking it out of Steph for the 3. Jeez Louise. That would be crazy.
Fox went to the Spurs, though. That's huge.
I called that last week. Wow. I was the first one to call that. See, they're going to start giving me my credit on the sports shit. I see he going to the Spurs. They're going to start. That's why we get Kickback Sports, because I'm going to start giving me my credit. God damn it. Let me find that clip last week and go ahead and post it. But I saw a movie the other day that I would have never watched, but I was flipping through the movies on Netflix, and if you leave it on a movie too long, it'll play the trailer. You know what I'm talking about? And it just started playing. And I was like, "Ooh, this is good. I'm watching this shit." And it was Scream 6. I ain't seen Scream since like Scream 3.
Right, me too. I like they still making them.
I didn't know either.
Right.
6 was so good. I went back and watched 5 to get to know the characters. 5 wasn't that good. 5 was okay. 6 was like a top 2 Scream movie all time. Like they said, we gonna kill it. I was sitting there like this is good. You know, you watch something you know supposed to be bad, but it's good, and you sitting there like, yeah, this is good.
I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it.
I promise you. I promise you. The suspense, the thrill, that
Man,
like
slasher movies, man, they old now. Ain't nobody into them no more.
That's the whole point, and I'm glad you said that because they made this whole movie to not be a slasher. You know how they do the rules of the horror movie.
Right, the slasher,
So when you get to a franchise and it's episode 6, you can't be a slasher movie anymore. You have to be I forgot what they called it, but it means it's more intellectual. So you got to be that kind of movie now. And that means anybody could be a suspect. And that means this. You know how they're always breaking down the rules, but they follow the rules of the new horror film where it's more intellectual based. And it was good, man. I'm not lying, though. They ain't paying me. This is not an ad.
I don't know. It sounds like
I stumbled across it, watched it. It was good. So y'all can do with that what y'all want.
Crazy as shit.
5 and 6 are on Netflix right now. 5 was mediocre. 6 was really good. So do with that what you will. I'll give you the information. Jack, what you watching over there? Don't say Pornhub.
Jack watching push-ups and crunches and good mornings and plank jacks, all of that.
So guilty, yes.
Jump squats. She had me over here doing jump squats, dog.
Oh, but them things are the devil.
They will wake you up. You see me in the morning, do some jump squats. You will be
when you get tired, just go up to just do the heel toe. When I get tired, I just do the heel toe. Just keep it moving and just go to your tiptoes. I'm saying it keep it moving. You still the same energy. Them joints is the devil. Them things I hate jump those and plank and
You see me doing both.
Burpees and jump squats are the devil. I like them joints be having me about to throw up like every time. Hey, they keep you fit though, man. Like they don't nothing work your core. Like you want to burn some calories, like man, like 5 minutes of them joints, like you in the pocket. You in the pocket.
That's a good hit workout. That Tabata. It's that Tabata right there.
Yeah.
Jack, did you say what you're watching?
Rain
the jump squats.
Good mornings, burpees, and
right.
Everything that make you want to throw up and get back in bed. That's what she doing.
I'm gonna tell y'all on the music scene. Let me play my music drop. Cause I ain't played it in I don't know how long.
This is a fantastic album, man. Let me borrow it.
No, my brother. You've got to buy your own.
You got to buy your own. Yeah, I remember that commercial. KD might be too young. She don't remember that commercial. But they used to come on late night where you could order your records, order your vinyl records, 7 for $3, and they would deliver them to your house. But that was an old commercial. These dudes, they're at a house party, right? And it's like 3 dudes on one sofa, 3 girls on the other sofa, and they're not interacting. And dude's like, man, we got to do something. Nobody's dancing. Well, I got a new record in the mail. Well, put it on. And he said, let me borrow it. No, my brother. You got to buy your own. And then the number come on the screen, 1-800-FUNKY MUSIC, or whatever the hell it was. But speaking of music, we know a Partner and Kickback playlist is updated every week. So if you guys don't know what's new, you don't know what's going on, you can always download the playlist and it'll be all the new music. Each artist is represented just about. And it's usually like 3 hours of music. So it's a good time. I will say The Weeknd dropped the album this week, and that was to my surprise because I had no idea The Weeknd was coming out with a new album, and I like it. I like Pop Weekend when he do his 80s R&B montage music. I'll be like, sound like music that would be in First Beauty Day Off. But I still kind of like it. He on his R&B shit. He on his smooth shit. He on his hip hop. Like, I'm like, damn, Weekend, who are you as an artist? Because you do the 80s music and then you do the slow songs and now you on some funky shit. It's good, man. I only listen to it maybe twice, but it is good. Like, it's good. Like, everybody go by the Weekend album. I'm stamping. I like it. And if you're not sure, then get the Upon and Kickback playlist off of Apple Music, and you can listen to the songs that I put on there. And you can determine whether or not if you want to download it. So that's matter of fact, that link will be in the description of the podcast. Are y'all listening to anything new?
Second grade, it's about
She said she playing her workout playlist, Get Fit with Jack. Okay, cool.
What I heard.
That sounds like Katie music. That's that house music.
LA.
She got it bad. She bought.
I don't listen to that.
She bought the leg.
Right.
I don't listen to Baltimore music, y'all. I like go-go better, but I listen to dance songs. Okay. So, sorry, y'all. Don't kill me. Baltimore, don't kill me.
All right, man. Well, I want to thank y'all for joining this mashup and listening to a partner named Kickback, getting busy with Kickback Sports. We try to give you the best of both worlds. Shout out to J-Lo who couldn't be here. Shout out to Randy T who is in the motherfucking building. Shout out to KD who is in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Jackie who is halfway in the building. You can see her. You can see her great. We got to work on that. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in. It is the first week of the second month of 2025.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let y'all in on the secret because a lot of y'all are upset with yourselves, you're upset with people you know, you're upset with everything because things didn't start the way you thought they should. Don't tell anybody else this, just between us. It's okay. You can start today.
It's
You can
okay.
literally start today. You can start working out today. You can work out tomorrow morning. You can open that book you're supposed to have read. You can make that call to that family member you were supposed to call. You can do that push-up you were supposed to do. You can do the jump squats with me and Randy. You can do whatever you want to do right now. The world did not end
With
because
him
it's
and Jack.
February 2nd or 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. You got a chance to start brand new. Monday is February the 3rd. If you listen to this on Monday, it's February the 3rd, first Monday of the month.
Right.
You can still accomplish all your goals. You got a whole year.
Yeah.
Now, if you wait till March and April, then you got a problem. But if you start right now, you can do whatever you want to do. I promise you that.
We need a fitness tip from Jack.
Jack, get us right. Well, Jack got me right. She got me doing jump squats. And
dude, tell them what I'm telling you. I'm telling you every morning.
it's not just for show. I keep my weights with me every day.
Your feet hit the floor, 10 push-ups. 10 push-ups. When your feet hit the floor, 10 push-ups.
When your feet hit the floor, 10 push-ups. Got it.
Boom.
I'm gonna do it. Hey, and for me, I'm still on 2025 for all men. This is the year for fulfilling purpose, right? No more of everything that we thought the potential that been inside of us. 2025, calling all men. This is the year of purpose, and this is the year for growth, discipline, and impact. If you want to fulfill every goal in 2025, those are going to be the 3 key factors. And you tune in to Man Up Monday. I told you this is the year of fulfilling purpose, the year of every man becoming a mom, being a master of the moments. So stick with us, and that's what we doing.
I got another one for you, Randy. That we can call it dig. You dig. It was what was it? Development, impact, and growth.
Yep.
Dig.
Yep.
You dig.
I like it. I like it. Thank you. Yeah.
Katie, get us out of here with some last words, ma'am.
The body is great, right? And physical health is great, but make sure your mind is great too. Black men, please go to therapy. Black women, please go to therapy and stop trying to act like Jesus can fix it all because he can't. Some of y'all need medicine, and that's okay.
That's okay. Jesus made medicine too.
Exactly.
Man, I think we
Exactly.
left y'all with everything we can leave y'all with. I want to thank KD, Rainy T, and Jack for being here tonight. This has been a great episode. I can't wait to see us get back on the Sauce and Gambia.
Yeah, big. We love y'all. Come back.
Love y'all.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna shout out a couple of the countries that we charting in because I don't want them to get mad and leave us. So I want to shout out, of course, Sri Lanka with number 18 right now, Kenya with number 22, Costa Rica with number 62, all the entertainment news, Ecuador with number 77, and Morocco with number 141. And
Morocco.
we appreciate y'all. Keep tuning in. United States, get it together. I know the country went through some stuff the last 2 weeks.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We still need y'all to tune in.
Right.
And in the great tradition of playing that all-American game, I'm going to say draw 4, draw 2, draw 2, skip you, reverse you, draw 2, uno.